Back there you'll find orangutans, bonobos, gorillas, carnivorous plant garden with Venus flytraps and pitcher plants. Yep, if you haven't seen them, look for them. It's in the bog garden. It's down at the lower level, right in the middle of the Lost Forest area. Up ahead of us is an area called Discovery Outpost. Woo! And both the Lost Forest and Discovery Outpost have a lot of blue dotted lines that you'll see on your map. And that means it's easy walking. It's relatively flat. So if you have somebody with mobility challenges in your group, keep that in mind. Wherever you see those blue dotted lines, easy walking. All right, and Discovery Outpost has our Skyfari aerial train. And also the Children's Zoo with the bug house. Go look for Kenny the coconut crab. He's about the size of a dinner plate. And he's still growing. Yeah, he's going to get bigger than that. Also, our 4D theater featuring Rio down in the Children's Zoo.
Get out of the way.
Right up on our left here, the reptile house, where you'll find the snakes, the lizards, and my favorite, the Komodo dragon. Yeah, go look for Sunny. He's probably...
Woo, Komodo dragon!
Sunny is about a 10-year-old Komodo dragon, maybe a little more than that now. He was close to 10 feet long and weighs well over 125 pounds. Yeah, they're basically the closest thing we have left to dinosaurs. And on back in the reptile walk, you've got our great big Galapagos tortoises, a couple of which are estimated to be about 150 years old. Yes. All right, a couple of quick safety rules here today. Make sure you keep heads, arms, legs, all body parts, valuables, pretty much anything you want to take home with you. Keep it tucked inside the bus at all times, all right? You're more than welcome to stand up, but I do recommend keeping those feet on the floor at all times. Yeah, no standing on the seats or sitting on the seat backs. Feet on the floor, hang on to a handrail, and please do not wander about the bus. Lastly, cell phones. Please make sure the ringer is off or at least on the vibrate, and please no phone conversations during the bus tour. We all can appreciate that. Thank you very much. All right, how many first-time visitors do we have on board here this afternoon? Okay, how many, it's just been a really long time since you've been to the zoo? Okay, how many members do we have on board? Okay, a couple of members, not too many there. All right, we're gonna let security around us here. Yep, this is our tiger turnout, but don't always see the tiger here. Pretty soon, this tiger is gonna move to another location here at the zoo. Now, we're gonna renovate this exhibit, so more exciting changes coming up. You know, this Tiger Trail exhibit was actually completed in the 1980s. Yeah, that was a big deal. The more we have these animals around us, the more we learn, the more we're better able to protect their wild counterparts. And most of the animals that you'll find here at the zoo today are endangered, threatened, or at the very least vulnerable. Very few fall into the non-endangered category. Yeah. And what is endangered anyway? Anybody know? Well, basically, it boils down to this. It's one step away from extinction. It means that that species, whatever it might be, plant, animal, insect, bird, is real close to extinction. And if we don't step in and help out, that's exactly what's going to happen. They will disappear altogether, and we don't want that. So we're helping out in 35 countries around the world with different conservation projects. This big pool over here on the right, another big improvement, happened in the early 1990s. This is our Hippo Beach. Yep. And it's
That's a hippopotamus exhibit.
There. Funani and Otis, they like to hang out the back corner of that exhibit, just kind of snuggled together. And Funani and Otis just became grandparents the end of October last year. Yeah. Their baby grown up lives at the LA Zoo, and he had a baby up there. Look up past the hippo pool, and you'll see a couple of okapi moving around up there. Beautiful forest animals found in Africa. In fact, these animals weren't even seen outside of Africa, or much known about them until about 1901. Now, we've done really well breeding the okapi here, one of our endangered species. And we've had over 30 born between the zoo and the safari park in the last 30 years. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We've even sent some back to Africa so the nationals there can learn about the okapi and get excited about conservation in their own backyard. Believe it or not, through our Institute for Conservation Research, we here at San Diego Zoo Global are working on conservation and in preserving endangered species and habitats right here in San Diego. That's right, because San Diego has more endangered species than anywhere else in the United States. Yeah, that's pretty incredible when you think about it. Well, we're still in Lost Forest here. Yep, down this way, some monkeys for you. These are spot-nosed guenons that we can easily see here close to the bus. Across the way, another spot-nosed guenon, an Allen swamp monkey. Allen swamp monkeys are heavier bodied. They're kind of grayish-brown in comparison. Some of our Allen swamp monkeys were actually rescues. They were rescued from marketplaces in Africa where they were going to end up on somebody's dinner table or maybe as somebody's pet, neither of which are good options. And so they got to grow up here at the San Diego Zoo, and they've had babies of their own. So just, when we're considering pets of our own, think your local animal shelter. Yeah, adopt from there. It's the best way to go. 3 of the 4 dogs that I've owned as an adult, my current one included, are adopted. Yeah, they're some of the best ones, believe me.
Meep, 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 meep.
All right, panda lovers. Anybody like pandas? Okay, we've got 2 that are out on display. They're up the canyon to our right. Yeah, we keep that area nice and quiet for the pandas. You can come back down this way, either on foot.
Look at the
or
flamingos!
Our kangaroo bus. And a short walk.
Look at the
pandas,
flamingo!
Yeah. By you, our female, Mama of 6 panda cubs born here, and Jowly Woo cub number 6 are the ones that are out on display right now. Up on the hill to the right,
there are also
Eagle Trail,
mallards in there.
Condor, harpy eagle, stellar sea eagle. Also here on the right, some big blue-graped plants. Anybody recognize these? These are agave americana. What's the number one thing that comes from agave? Somebody said vodka. Tequila is actually the correct answer. That's right. I'm showing up at your house for the party. What time was that party, by the way? Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, you can also get agave sweetener from the agave plant as well. Here on our left, a very important sign. Bus stop number 2. That yellow kangaroo with the number 2 on there. We have 4 kangaroo bus stops around the zoo. If you haven't already been on a kangaroo bus, you might want to use that later on. The kangaroo bus is double-decker like this. Yellow sign in front of the driver that says, amazingly enough, kangaroo bus. They'll come by the bus stops about every 15 minutes. The bus stops on your map are the yellow kangaroo symbols on the little black rectangle. So it's pretty easy. You show up at a bus stop. You don't have to wait very long at all. Bus comes by, they pull in, let people off. You show the driver your hand stamp. That's right, that stamp on your hand or arm is your rest of the day bus ticket. And then off you go to your next destination. So no hill climbing unless you want to work off the churros, the nachos, and all the ice cream that you've snacked on today. But who's counting, right? You're on vacation. Vacation calories, I've determined they don't count. Yeah, that's my theory anyway. That way I can really enjoy. Well, if you've not been to the zoo before, you might not have been to the safari park either.
Oh, look, the freeway.
And the safari park is about
probably not that exciting.
1,800 acres compared to our 120 here. Safari park has more of our African elephants with all the babies. It has large zebra herds, rhinos, all 3